morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog. A very rural start to the vlog today. We did our wild swim at Cornbury again this morning with Chloe. Some lovely Pilates to kick off a very chilly morning, followed by a wild swim. And Charlie came along for the first time as well, so now he understands what all the fuss is about. It is such a glorious morning now. We always get a little bit of sunshine coming through during or after our swim. So now we're going to warm up in the car on our way home, grab some bits and bobs from the supermarket because we've got Charlie's family coming over today, so we've got lots of cooking to do to get ready for their arrival. My goodness, what a beautiful morning. I'm always just speechless at how stunning this place is. And every time I come, the seasons are changing just a little bit. Now the leaves all falling. Oh, it's just heaven. Whoop. So darling, how was your first wild swim experience?
Amazing.
Yeah?
So yeah, so the Pilates was actually what I was more nervous about. And I love the Pilates. I think that is more my vibe than yoga actually, because you get the stretch, but you also get that workout. I found it very difficult, and the movement sort of made me realise that I need to do more of that sort of thing.
Plus we did some very tough workouts with Simon this week. So.
Yeah, it's been a tough week for us working out. The wild swim, the first time I went in, I was shocked at how cold it was, because I was quite confident. 3 times. But I was quite confident that I'd be fine, and I first went in and I was actually struggling to breathe. Yeah. And I was getting into it, but I went in for, I managed to just stay in for the 2 minutes, get out, got in there wood-fired sauna, which is amazing. Yeah. But then the next 2 times I went in, because my body temp was up, was cold.
Getting used to it.
Yeah, basically it was easier the second 2 times. And now I feel alive, I feel amazing.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, considering we've had not that much sleep last night, because last night was the end of the last vlog, which was the Indian evening at Dalesford. Charlie and I didn't get our normal amount of sleep.
Yeah,
we feel good.
Yeah, we feel good now. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, big thank you to Chloe, Pilates instructor, who's amazing, and Fee, and Fee, who lives and is the owner here at Cornbury Park, because this place is just like something out of a Hollywood film. It's spectacular.
It is so beautiful. I just said every time I come, the seasons are changing just that little bit, and now
this
the
is
leaves
the best
are falling.
time. This is the best time.
It's beautiful.
It feels magical.
I always wish I wasn't quite so bedraggled after these wild swims, because I'd love to take some photos here, but
maybe
no makeup, a little bit rosy cheeked.
I don't think so. I think you look good. I think it's just one of those experiences that hopefully we'll get to do this again, but it's one of those things that I'll always remember, because it's just a really special morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, off to get some food.
Off to Chippy. Hello my darlings, coming back to you looking a little bit crazy, a little bit regal, with my hair in heatless waves. I've had them in for about 4 or 5 hours already this afternoon. Had a lovely hot shower after we got back from our wild swim, and then it's been, as it always is every day, it's been just quite manic here at the house today. We've had lots of like drilling of picture frames and things being done by wonderful Martin. We've had a lot of deliveries. Charlie ordered a ton of stuff from Soho Home. I forgot how fun that is to say. So we've been doing unboxing, and I have literally spent the last hour, if not more, chopping and thermomixing and peeling and grating, and I'm running out of adjectives. I have been preparing a lot of food here, prepping the vegetables: carrots, celery, parmesan, pecorino, garlic, onion and rosemary. I have been prepping because we are going to make a mega lasagna this afternoon. So I'm going to do that with you when Charlie finishes clearing out the gutter, another fun job that we've been doing, Charlie's been doing this afternoon. and poor Charlie was sorting something out outside, and we've got this big metal like storage container, and he was holding it up and then had to get something out of it, and then the lid fell, this heavy metal lid fell on his face. So yeah, not good, not good. He's got a big cut on his schnoz now. His family's going to be here in probably just over an hour's time. But before we do the lasagna, I need to finish my coffee and walnut cake, which I started in the last vlog. All I've done so far is the sponge, so now I need to make the icing and do the decorating. So I'm going to continue. I've had the thing that I always forget to do when I'm making a cake is I always forget to get the butter out early, and you need butter to be soft. So if it's straight from the fridge, then it's not soft, which is not ideal. So I'm going to be using a recipe from Cookie Dough, which is the app that I use with the Thermomix. You can actually get Cookie Dough even if you don't have a Thermomix, but to be honest, I would probably just go on Google and type in coffee and walnut cake recipe if you don't have a Thermomix. If you do, I actually found this recipe on the German version of Cookie Dough, and I use my Surfshark to make my phone think that it's in Germany so that I get access to all of the German recipes, which is a wonderful hack. You guys will, I'm sure, be very familiar with Surfshark by now. I have been working with them for I think nearly 2 years, which is such a dream. I do love it when I get to work with brands on a long-term basis, and especially when they are as useful and as wonderful as Surfshark. So Surfshark is a VPN, which is a virtual private network, and what it does is it makes your device, whether it's your laptop, your tablet or your phone, think it is in a different country. So say for example you are on a beach in Ibiza and you're thinking about that program that you've been watching back home on BBC iPlayer or Netflix, but the country that you're in doesn't have that program. Happens all the time with Netflix. Like America will have a certain program, and then when I try and watch it in the UK, I won't be able to. I just turn on my Surfshark. I choose from the hundreds of countries. It's so easy to just scroll through, choose from the hundreds of countries, and just with the click of a button, my device will then think it is in a different country. As well as that, you do actually, by using Surfshark, even if you want to stay in the same country, so I can actually just turn Surfshark on and still be in the UK, it adds another layer of security to your internet browsing. So I'd say if you're out using a public Wi-Fi, then switch your Surfshark on, because it just protects you, protects your passwords, protects you from viruses and things like that. And it's super duper easy to use. You're not locked into anything. You can cancel it at any time, and it's amazing. There are so many uses for it. I love hearing how you guys are using it as well. So if you've got any amazing use cases for Surfshark, then let me know. I've used it for shopping in the past. I do use it a lot for recipe hunting, but I mostly use it for watching Netflix, I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very useful. I will leave a link to it at the very top of the description box here underneath the video, and you can use the code Mumblr, which will get you 83% off, which is amazing, and 3 extra months for free, which is so, so good, as well as the antivirus software, which is great. Keep yourself protected when you're browsing online. You can't see, but I'm pretty much doing the splits right now, because if I stand up, I'm up here, which is not very useful. It's been super warm in the kitchen today because the sun has been out, although it's now pouring with rain, as you might be able to tell from the darkness. But yeah, toasty in here. So that does mean, hallelujah, my butter has melted. So I think I actually need to make a coffee, partly for myself, but partly because I think I add some into the icing sugar, unsalted butter, 1 tablespoon of coffee, and 8 halved walnuts. So, of course, I'm going to be using walnuts from the garden. I'm just slowly but surely getting through the walnuts. It's going to take me a while. What does it say? 8 halved walnuts. So is that 16 halves or is that 8 halves? I'm going to say 16 halves. Oh, it's probably for decoration, isn't it? Like doing them around the edge, but I'm going to chop them and sprinkle them. Icing sugar, butter and coffee in the mixing bowl. Oh, this is so easy. Okay, let's do it. Hello. If you did watch to the end of the last vlog, you'll have seen that my baking powder went out of date. If you did watch to the end of the last vlog, you'll have seen that my baking powder went out of date in 2020. So I have got 2 pancake-like items here for my coffee and walnut cake, but never mind. It's all about, well, we'll see, we shall see. Quite peculiar shapes as well, so I might actually just neaten off the shape of this, because they really are quite spectacular. I feel like a lot of the cake can be forgiven if you ice it nicely. So that's going to be my top. I'd give my baking skills a solid 6 out of 10. I'm not the best, but we practice. I feel like I'm going to need to make some more icing. I have, of course, tested a tiny bit, and it is delicious. Oh yes. Oh, yummarillo. Yum-arillo. Oh my gosh. I've got plenty of ingredients, so I think I will actually make the same amount again. A cake with not enough icing is not good enough, in my humble opinion. So if I take a bit of the cake that I've just chopped off, we can see how it's going to taste. Amazing! Might be a bit flat, but oh, that's delicious. Yummarillo! Except I poured in all my coffee, so do you think I can just stick some of my oat milk cappuccino in there? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Well, let's just say adding my oat milk cappuccino has given it a slightly interesting consistency. It's definitely not a looker, but I can confirm it really does taste very, very nice. My cake has not risen because of my out-of-date baking powder, and the oat milk has made my icing go a bit sloppy, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to cover it in sprinkles of walnuts. It tastes wonderful, and with a cup of coffee later on, oh my gosh, it's just going to be perfect. It looks ridiculous, but I promise you it tastes good. So there we go, my homemade, homegrown oat milk cappuccino and walnut cake. Believe me when I tell you, this is delicious. Okay, the chef is in the kitchen. Right, we are cooking up a schnoodle that's taken a bootle.
I had a fight with
a lid.
I had a fight with a lid of our parcel bin, and it blew in the wind, and it's a solid metal trough. I'm actually, but you know, focus on positives, which is all I'm all about now. All it did was take some skin off my nose and give me a bruised forehead. It could have broken my nose or even hurt me worse than that, because it's that thick metal. Yeah. So, focus on positives. I'm just going to look like a bit of a reindeer for the next couple of weeks. We've got my family coming over for a fun weekend, and we're cooking up a bit of a family favourite, which is lasagna.
Lasagna al forno.
Roughly following a Jamie Oliver recipe. Yep. And it's all going on, all the lovely smells are about to kick off.
So what have we got in the big pan already?
So we have smoked applewood bacon, which is from Dalesford. I think Jamie Oliver uses pancetta in his recipe, but basically you just want something that's got some flavour. Yeah. So if you use just normal bacon, it would kind of defeat the object because it doesn't have as much flavour. Okay. Then we have finely chopped garlic, which has been prepared by my sous chef. Yep. A la Josephine. Yep. I think we can probably bring it onto here now. Then we have some bay leaves and then some rosemary from the garden, that has been finely sort of, not finely, but roughly chopped.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of forming a really nice flavoursome base.
Yeah.
My first time using this pan, I think it's going to be okay for this. We just don't want to get it too hot. And then we're going to be adding the veg. So we have celery. Oh, those are really big. And we have carrot. Now the key to lasagna is obviously all this prep work, but also is time, because we really want this to cook for about 1.5 to 2 hours now. Yeah. Once we get the meat in here, once we get the red wine, the beef stock, we want it to sort of
slow cook.
Yeah. Just do its thing.
Release the flavours.
Yeah, and the beauty is you could lay your table while this is doing it. You could tidy your house. You've got people coming over. I mean, the beauty of this, you could actually make this the night before, or you could make it the morning of. Yeah. We tend to have lasagna, don't we, on Christmas?
Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve, the night before, because it's quite an easy recipe that I can prepare beforehand. Yeah. So, yeah, we're not reinventing the wheel here. It's nothing particularly unique, but I think the key with lasagna is high quality ingredients and everything done well with some nice herbs and it's good quality cheese,
and don't rush it.
It all makes a difference. And I think the key, we've gone all out with Dales for today, but the key, and this is a Jamie Oliver
recommendation,
is you mix pork and beef mince. Okay. So you don't just do beef, and that gives you a really nice sort of difference in flavour.
Lovely. So is that what's going in next?
Yeah, so next will be this lot.
Darling, you didn't add the onion.
Oh, the onion's got to go in.
Yeah.
Wow, what would I do without you? I'll blame it on my nose. I'll blame it on my nose.
Who knows?
That was good. There you go.
That's a lot of onion.
A lot of people use red onion. I am starting to think I might have a slight intolerance to red onion. And I think white onion is just as good. I don't know why. Red onion's kind of the more fashionable older brother. It's a bit like sweet potato and potato. There isn't actually much more nutrients or difference in a sweet potato and a white potato, I read somewhere. It's just kind of became really fashionable to have sweet potato. Right. But they're a lot more expensive, and I think white potatoes are way more readily available throughout the year. So don't diss the humble potato.
Don't diss the humble spud.
There we go.
Okay, you got the garlic in there?
Yeah, we've got garlic in there.
Did you put all the garlic in? Because I did do enough for my garlic bread.
I put all the garlic in.
That is going to be a very garlicky lasagna. Wow. That I chopped an entire one of these, darling.
Yeah, a whole bowl. Yeah, I believe that's what we want.
Wow.
Don't forget, it's lasagna for 8 people.
Garlic-o-rama.
It's going to be lovely.
Okay, it's about 10 minutes later. The veg has been cooking and steaming away. And
we're going to add the pork first.
We've pulled the veg to the side of the pan, right?
Yeah, veg to the side of the pan. Let's get the pork in first. And then just let that sort of start cooking. And then we'll add the beef.
Lovely.
So I've added some nutmeg. And then we're going to be adding the tomatoes and stuff. Then we're going in with some nice plum tomatoes. Smell amazing, plum tomatoes. Now this is another Jamie Oliver trick. Basically, you fill these with water. Get the last bit of juice. Give it a shake. And you add those in as well. Like so. Oh, lovely.
Okay, I've just released the heatless waves, and actually they have done pretty well today, quite voluminous, lots of curls, so we'll see how they relax. Charlie's mum and dad have just got here, so we are going to finish off the lasagna, leave that cooking on the Arga for an hour and a half so it gets all beautifully flavoursome. I'm going to finish laying the table, and then it's time to enjoy. success. It was absolutely delicious, and we managed to polish off the entire thing, which is always a good sign. Everyone is now very full and very sleepy, so we are heading up to bed. I wanted to show you these gorgeous new pyjamas. The White Company have collaborated with Giles Deacon, and this is the design of their lovely pyjamas. I believe they've also got a more kind of nighty style and a lovely robe as well, but this is my personal favourite style of pyjamas. I love a long sleeve, long trouser set, and they're a really beautiful, lightweight, I'm pretty sure they're silk, little pocket, and at first I thought these were swans' heads, but on closer inspection they are little lilies. Very, very pretty, and they just feel so soft and so beautiful. So I shall leave these linked down below, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning, my darlings. It is the most gorgeous day today. We just came for a little walk down in the garden while we finished our morning coffees, and everyone's just getting their boots and their bags and their coats on, and we are heading to the farmhouse. Look at this view. I was just saying, this is my favourite view of the house, especially on beautiful mornings like this. The water looking overflowing and wonderful. So we're going to get brunch at the farm, and then I think we're going to head over to Daylesford for the Apple Day celebration. Oh, I need to change my battery. Got on my Chloe boots from the Restory, freshly restored, and a nice cozy jumper dress. Scarlett's found the dicky of the horses. I'm grey and white, like your favourite little son. Sweet. Good day. Hello. Good day to you. They've got such tiny little eyes, haven't they? Hello. Would you like an apple? You're lovely. You're lovely.
This one's nice at the moment. You don't have to eat it all. Chuck the bits in the back. This is Ashmead's kernel.
Oh, I like the texture of this.
My teeth aren't strong enough for this one. Oh, this is nice. Sweeter.
It's Scarlet that you'll like.
Oh, will I? So we're sampling one of the 40 different types of apple. Which one is this?
Ashmead's kernel.
This is my favourite so far. Which is your favourite?
By chance, there should be a big netted bag.
Pitmaster pineapple. It tastes like pineapple. I couldn't taste pineapple. It tasted like pineapple apart from the bitterness. So you know how pineapple kind of like grabs your tongue? It just had the flavour. I loved it.
What's your favourite apple?
I don't know, I like pineapple. I do like green apples.
This is
I think they're quite crisp and juicy.
But this is very crisp.
Lord Dairy. Yeah, I like the colour.
This is Spartan.
Petra would like to try that one.
So you know it's cooking apple.
Is that a Lord Derby?
Yes.
That's a cooking so
apple.
that'll be really quite
Oh,
sharp.
then don't have that. I was going to say to you girls,
That one
do you
is-
know
That's Spartan.
No, this is the best ever. Like these two, this is
How do you know it's a cooking apple, Bev?
So
it's the size, but it's also the shape of it. And you see the way it dents in like that? So that's a brandy.
it's this one.
And this is the Lord Derry.
I think that looks like an eating apple.
No.
Edward the
Can't you
7th.
see? It's not uniform like an apple would be.
I see.
Yeah, it's just a very...
We have arrived at the Daylesford Apple Day celebration. I'm very awesome family day out in the market garden. They've been clay pigeon shooting while we've been brunching. George was the best, followed by Martin, followed by Charlie. Charlie saw this in action on Marcus Waring's Tales from a Kitchen Garden and has wanted to press apples ever since.
They sort of gradually. It's quite a messy process.
So where's the juice?
Well, this pulp's going to be sieved, isn't it? So it through the juice.
Ah.
The pony over there.
We did some earlier that wasn't too full.
Charlie, don't chuck it.
And it totally didn't work.
Dalesford's newest employee, Charlie Irons, is going to make some apple juice.
We need a bit more, don't we?
We do.
So that's the cider, is it? That's
This is fermented. And
wow.
There we go. Right, that's pretty nailed, isn't it?
Where's this Dalesford cider produced?
that is produced here. Right. So what we do is we pop this over like this.
Yeah.
And we get that.
Yeah.
And we put that on here.
What's this called then?
Squash a downer.
Oh, a presser.
We'll go for that.
Yeah.
I think I like that. And we've got to get these ones and pop these on here.
On top as well.
Oh, I see. No, I see.
Now, this is the labour of love part because
Now I do this.
do this and it, do you want to do it? It does.
Yeah.
It
Go
does-
on, Charlie.
Hang on, 2 seconds.
You can do it together.
I'll let you do it.
There you go. I'll do the first bit, then Max can do the final bit.
I'm gonna go now.
You got to go?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Let me do this, and then you can get the.
Max, you're going to miss
get
the best
glory
bit.
Max, hang on.
I've seen this happen a lot of times.
Have you?
Yeah.
I bet you haven't seen it done this way before.
So this makes Ribena.
If you put blackberries in it.
Tell him what it makes, Max. He just, yeah,
It's only one.
Martin.
Martin.
I thought it was carrot juice.
No, it's not.
Come on.
Get in there,
Max, we're
Charlie.
nearly there. Right, Max. Over to you, fella.
Right, here we go, Max.
Same back with him, and then the two others are different. I really like them.
Vegetable monsters.
Yeah, she's got to take one anyway.
Josie, where did you get these little velvety pumpkins from?
Amazon, darling.
Pardon?
Amazon.
I won't have any cake
You
because I'm
do
still
love a bit of Amazon, don't
I
you?
do.
No, more. Go on.
More?
No, I meant more or less.
Right.
That's really clear instruction. That's what you
Incredibly.
call clear instruction.
Is it awful, P?
No, I said Dickens, that's a bit rude. Dickens
Oh, right.
is
Thank
begging
you.
for food. I've never seen him beg.
You want a fork or a spoon?
Whatever you want. Spoon, fine, perfect.
Josie,
Tell them later. Pardon, P?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 for the oat milk cappuccino cake. Can you say that in front of Charlie, please?
It looks good though. This cake looks
Charlie,
good.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Well done.
Icing,
Way down through England.
10 out of 10.
Oh!
2 days ago, there's a young boy.
Petra. Yeah, do you want more, George? Oh, Petra said she was going to share with you.
Yeah, I'm not sharing.
Yeah, I'll give you your own slice, George.
Thank you.
It would be my pleasure.
Can I have this for my 30th birthday next year?
I mean, I can't promise I'll be able to recreate it exactly, but I will try.
The best one you've ever made.
Wow!
You need to make sure that the powder is 2 years out of date as well.
Okay.
Is that what happened?
The baking powder was 2 years out of date, so it went a little bit flat.
Oh, I see.
Should we go sit in the drawing?
Scarlett's is gonna... We're home again, having my oat milk cappuccino and walnut cake, which Petra has just given a 9 out of 10. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, it smells so good, doesn't it?
So crazy.
Oh, so nice.
So anyway, I talked her through how to feel, Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie.
I managed to persuade her that the stew I made for her, she needed not to add the mashed potato to the stew.